Okay, so C7 chord, just to review, you've got all strings open, and then, okay, that's C7. Now, for the next part, yes, I did. For the next part, for G7, we're going to be using 3 fingers. 1, 2, 3. Index, middle, and ring, okay? First finger is going to come down on the first fret of the E string. Okay? Do not let it bend outward like that. That's going to be really bad. You want to try to keep the finger on its tip as much as you can without hurting your nail, without hurting your finger, okay? Because by now you should have some sort of callus built up from the other chords. All right, now, middle finger, I'm going to try to zoom a little bit. Middle finger is going to go to the 2nd fret of the 3rd string all the way there. So they're going to be kind of at a diagonal from each other. So we have 1st, we have 2nd. Okay? Don't worry. 3rd finger is going to join them. Make sure that you have this kind of angle going, right? They're both on their fingertips. They're both on a different string from each other. They should not be on the same string. Okay? Last is your 3rd finger. This dude. We're gonna bring the 3rd finger and place it. Look, don't do what I do right now. I'm gonna lift so I can show you, but do not lift the other fingers. Okay? You're gonna put the 3rd finger here on this fret. Oops, sorry, 2nd fret. So what it's going to look like, 1, 2, and 3 tucks behind those fingers. But notice that the 3rd finger is staying on its own fret on the A string. Okay? So you should have 2nd finger on C, 1st finger on E, 3rd finger on the A string. That's what you should hear. And if you play the chord, which is all 4 of them, that's your G7 chord. Okay? So one more time. 1, follow with fingers as much as you can. 1, 2, sorry for my crazy neighbors and their motorcycle, but that's what they want to do right now. That's what they're going to do. And 3. Notice that 3 has to almost hide or tuck behind 2nd because they're on the same fret. They're just on different strings. That's it. That's the only difference. They're on the same fret, fret number 2, but one has to be on the C and one has to be on the A. And then my 1's going to be up here. Okay, this is the harder one of these chords. So here's C7 and here's G7. We have the C chord, G7, G7, C, C again, to F. That's the first line. Okay, now the 2nd line, you have a half note on C, 1, 2, G7 is 1 beat, and then 3 beats of C, which is gonna go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, that fast. Okay, so the 2nd line we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Make sense? Now we're gonna throw in the curveball they just gave you, which is the riff and the new chord. So now you've got a note on the E string, the 3rd fret, open A, and then you go back to this note. Okay, so 3, that's your 3, open is down here. 3 is here, open is this string. 2 different strings. Make sure that you're looking at that music. If you want to make it easier on yourself, if you keep the 3rd finger right on the very tip, you don't have to move that hand. You just have to alternate, go back and forth. Yeah, so that riff is not, it's not going to be like that. It's one note at a time. 1, and then the C7. Okay, so you have that's the ending of that song. Okay, so I'm gonna play this without the music showing up on the screen, but it's the same pattern. Okay, so we have this 1, 2, 3, G7, 1, 2, 3 again, 1, 2, 3, and C, 2, 3 again, 1, 2, 3. Now the F chord, 1, 2, 3, back to C, 1, 2, G7, and C. I'll repeat this one more time. 1, 2, 3, G7, 2, 3 again, 1, 2, 3, G7, back to C. Sorry, through 3, C again, 1, 2, 3, go to F, 1, 2, 3, then C, 1, 2, G7, C, and the riff, and many more. It's the whole song. Cool? Cool.